Meet Anne, 53 years old, interior designer from France. She thought she was in love with Brad Pitt.
8 months later, she'd wired him $850,000. Here's the twist that'll keep you up tonight. She never actually spoke to Brad Pitt. Not once. She was talking to an artificial intelligence that learned his voice from 3 seconds of stolen audio. I'm Fake Check, and in a world full of fake, I'll guide you to the truth. And isn't some isolated case. In 2025, Deepfakes stole $39 million from people who thought they were being careful. Smart people exactly like you. Today, I'm exposing 7 real cases that made international headlines. How the scammers pulled them off, the simple tricks that could have saved every single victim, and why the next target might be sitting in your chair right now. Hit that subscribe button, because this isn't just entertainment, this is survival. Let me tell you about the most expensive love story never told. Anne DuPont, divorced, lonely, scrolling Instagram on a Tuesday night in January. That's when she got the DM that changed everything.
Hi, beautiful. It's Brad Pitt. I noticed your interior design work. You have amazing taste.
But here's what the scammers knew that you don't. They'd spent weeks studying Anne. Her posts about her divorce, her comments on celebrity news, her vulnerability. The messages got deeper. Brad was getting divorced too. He was stuck in a hospital, needed someone to talk to, sent her selfies from his hospital bed that looked absolutely real. For 8 months, Anne sent money, medical bills, legal fees, private jet costs, each request perfectly timed when she was feeling most connected. $850,000 later, her daughter got suspicious. She reverse-searched one of those exclusive hospital photos. Want to know what she found? Getty Images, stock photo, available for $19.99. The voice messages Anne treasured? 3 seconds of real Brad Pitt audio, stolen from a data breach, fed into an AI voice cloner that costs $100 on the dark web. Here's what could have saved Anne in 30 seconds. Reverse image search. Any photo. Every photo. Real celebrities don't slide into DMs asking for money. Ever. Perfect audio quality from a hospital? That's not romance. That's AI. Anne learned the most expensive lesson of 2025. But you just learned it for free.
February 15th, 2025. 2:30 a.m. Pacific Time. A video drops on TikTok that breaks everything we thought we knew about celebrity endorsements. Scarlett Johansson, looking absolutely radiant, talking directly to camera about this revolutionary crypto opportunity that's changing her life. 2.8 million views in 24 hours. Comments flooding in. If Scarlett's in, I'm in. Take my money, queen. This is going to the moon. $10 million. Gone in 72 hours. Here's how they pulled off the heist of the year. Step 1, they didn't need to hack Scarlett's phone. They didn't need to kidnap her. They needed 3 seconds of her voice from a leaked interview audio file. Step 2. Voice cloning software. Not some Hollywood studio setup. A $100 subscription service called Respeecher. Feed it 3 seconds. Get back a voice that's 85% identical to the original. Step 3. Face replacement tech. They took a generic model, shot her talking about crypto, then laid Scarlett's face over the top using GAN technology that you can download for free.
Total production time, under 1 hour. The real Scarlett Johansson found out the same way everyone else did. Her official statement: "I have never and will never endorse cryptocurrency." 3 checks that would have saved $10 million. First, audio analysis. Open Audacity. It's free. Look for unnatural wave spikes. Takes 2 minutes. Second, official verification. No press release from her team? Red flag. Third, the lip sync test. Pause the video, zoom in. Misaligned lips betray 80% of deepfakes.
Turns out, the only thing getting rich was the scammer's offshore account.
This one hits different because it targeted people who thought they knew better. Molly-Mae Hague, 8 million TikTok followers, queen of lifestyle content. If she recommends it, her fans buy it. End of story. June 2025, video drops. Molly-Mae, looking flawless, spraying this exclusive limited edition perfume that's supposedly changing the fragrance game. Comments explode. Ordered mine, Molly never misses. Already sold out in my cart. But here's where the smart fans started getting suspicious. Emily, 22, massive Molly-Mae stan, notices something weird. Molly never mentioned this perfume on her main feed. Her Instagram stories? Silent. Her YouTube channel? Nothing. Emily pauses the TikTok video, zooms in on Molly's face. The lighting on her face doesn't match the lighting on her body. Her skin tone looks off. She downloads the InVid browser plugin, free tool used by journalists to spot fake content. Runs the video through it. Result? 87% probability of manipulation. Here's the beautiful, terrifying simplicity of it. They took a generic model, had her hold a perfume bottle, used face swap AI to put Molly's face on top, cloned her voice from hundreds of Instagram stories, created a fake perfume company website overnight. Thousands of orders, hundreds of thousands in fake sales, 0 products shipped. The 15-second check that saves your money every time. Cross-reference any product endorsement with their official channels. If they're not talking about it everywhere, they're not talking about it at all. Look for lighting mismatches between faces and bodies. And get InVid, link in the description. It's free, it's accurate, it's your shield. The real Molly-Mae had to post a 15-minute video explaining she'd never heard of the perfume company. Imagine finding out thousands of your fans got scammed using your face.
June 24th, 2025. The day geopolitics got hijacked by artificial intelligence. A video surfaces. Donald Trump sitting across from journalist Hamid Mir, singing in Pashto. Perfect pronunciation, traditional melody.
12,000 shares in 6 hours. And this wasn't just going viral for laughs. This was during one of the most sensitive political periods of the year. Every share was potential fuel for international tensions. Here's how they weaponized technology for chaos. They took legitimate interview footage of Trump from May 2025, fed it into text-to-video AI, added impossible elements, the singing, the perfect Pashto pronunciation, the cultural references Trump has never made. The goal wasn't money, it was mayhem. State actors or rogue influencers exploiting political divisions for maximum social disruption.
But here's where audio analysis saves democracy. Trump's voice has specific patterns, pitch ranges, emotional inflections. The singing, completely outside his vocal profile. Run it through Audacity and you see digital artifacts everywhere. Political deepfakes aren't just fake news. They're psychological warfare. When you see something that confirms your political biases perfectly, that's your red flag. Extreme claims need extreme verification. Check official transcripts. Cross-reference with government sources. When something seems too perfectly inflammatory, it usually is. The scariest part. This was just the beta test. This story gets dark, and if you're a K-pop fan, pay attention, because it could be your favorite artist next. Bang Chan, Stray Kids, millions of devoted fans worldwide. September 2025, explicit videos start circulating with his face attached to disturbing, racist content. Within hours, it's everywhere. Fan communities are in chaos. Mental health crisis hotlines see spikes in calls. Bang Chan's team scrambles to respond. This wasn't about money. This was about destruction. Someone took publicly available photos of Bang Chan, fed them into face swap technology, and grafted them onto the worst content they could find. But fans fought back. They became digital detectives, started analyzing the videos frame by frame, found the edge blur patterns that expose face swaps, traced the original source material to completely different people.
Here's your defense protocol. First, don't share suspicious content. Even to debunk it, you're amplifying the attack. Second, report immediately to platforms. Third, edge blur analysis. Pause the video, look for unnatural blurring around facial boundaries. Microsoft Video Authenticator can flag this stuff with 95% accuracy.
Your fandoms are families. Protect them like families. Support the victims, not the virality. Sometimes, the most powerful truth comes from the most unexpected place. New Zealand Parliament, July 2025. MP Laura McClure stands up during session and shows everyone her own AI-generated nude photographs.
This image is what we call a deep fake. It took me less than 5 minutes to make a series of deep fakes of myself.
The room goes silent. She's not a victim sharing her story. She's a legislator making a point. This, she says, was made from a single photo on my public Facebook page. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. It was a masterclass in political courage and digital literacy. She had used her own image to demonstrate how vulnerable everyone's digital footprint really is. Single photo deepfakes. The technology she was demonstrating uses something called Omni-Human 1. Feed it one high-quality photo, and it can generate realistic, explicit content in minutes. She wasn't just showing Parliament the technology, she was showing them the future of harassment, blackmail, and digital abuse. Your defense starts with understanding your exposure. Every high-quality photo you post publicly is potential ammunition. Limit what's available. Understand the risk. Support legislation that protects victims instead of protecting technology. Laura McClure turned herself into a case study to save others from becoming victims. That's what fighting for truth looks like. August 2025. Pakistan's underwater. Thousands displaced. International aid pouring in. Human tragedy on a massive scale. And then, this video drops.
Donald Trump seemingly giving an interview blaming India for the floods, escalating tensions during one of the region's darkest moments. 3,000 shares before anyone thinks to fact-check.
Here's how they weaponized tragedy. They remixed legitimate Trump footage from previous interviews, used large language models to generate inflammatory dialogue, exploited the chaos and emotion of the disaster for maximum viral potential.
Voice pitch analysis exposed it immediately. Trump's speech patterns have identifiable characteristics. The fake version showed digital wobbles and inconsistencies. No official record existed in any diplomatic transcript.
Tragedy plus politics equals deepfake magnet. Every single time. Crisis periods are prime hunting season for disinformation actors. Your emotional state makes you vulnerable to manipulation. Emergency rule. During disasters, verify everything through official diplomatic channels. When you're angry or scared, pause before sharing. Your emotions are their weapons. Seven stories, $39 million in damage, countless emotional trauma. But here's what Anne, Scarlett's fans, and millions of others all had in common. They fell for the same psychological traps. Emotional triggers: love, fear, greed, anger. Time pressure, limited offer, urgent situation, act now. Authority figures, celebrities, politicians, people they trusted. And perfect quality. Audio and video that was too good to be true.
But you're not falling for this, because now you know their playbook.
Your 30-second safety protocol. First, pause and examine. Lips, lighting, facial edges. Second, reverse search every image. Third, cross-reference with official channels. Fourth, when in doubt, don't act. Your advanced arsenal. Hive moderation for video analysis. InVid plugin for instant browser verification. Microsoft Video Authenticator for deep forensics. We're not just fighting technology here. We're fighting psychology. Deepfakes work because they exploit human nature, our need for connection, our trust in authority, our fear of missing out. But human nature also gave us curiosity, critical thinking, and the ability to verify before we trust. You just leveled up. These 7 cases cost victims $39 million and immeasurable emotional damage. But every single attack could have been stopped with the techniques I just shared with you. The scammers are counting on you not knowing this information. They're betting on your trust, your emotions, your desire to believe what you see. I'm betting on your intelligence. Hit that like button if this opened your eyes to what we're really up against. Subscribe to Fake Check, because in a world full of fake, I'll guide you to the truth every single week. Drop a comment. What's the most convincing fake you've ever encountered? Let's learn from each other. And grab those detection tools from the description. They're the same ones investigators and journalists use. Because the truth isn't just something you deserve, it's something you can fight for. This is Fake Check. Stay suspicious, stay safe, and remember, the truth always wins. Eventually.